Mimi Goodman.
And I'm Nermeen Sheikh. Welcome to our listeners and viewers across the country and around the world. Celebrations were held in Gaza and Israel Wednesday after the announcement that Israel and Hamas had agreed to a 6-week ceasefire and hostage deal. But now Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has postponed a cabinet vote to approve the ceasefire, which is opposed by some far-right members of Netanyahu's government. Netanyahu has said Hamas is demanding last-minute concessions, but Hamas has denied the claim. Qatari Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman Al Thani outlined part of the deal on Wednesday.
Qatar, the Arab Republic of Egypt, and the United States are happy to announce the success of joint mediation efforts in order to reach a deal between the parties of the conflict in the Gaza territory to exchange prisoners and hostages and a return to a prolonged truce that achieves a permanent ceasefire between the two sides, in addition to an agreement for the delivery of large amounts of humanitarian relief and aid to the Palestinian brothers in the Gaza Strip.
President Biden said the deal is based on the ceasefire plan he outlined last May. In recent weeks, the Biden administration worked with representatives from the incoming Trump administration to negotiate the ceasefire deal, which is scheduled to begin on Sunday, the last full day of Biden's presidency. Under the terms of the deal, Hamas would release 33 Israeli hostages over the next 6 weeks, with the first hostages being released on Sunday. In exchange, Israel will release 1,000 Palestinians imprisoned in Israel over the 6-week period. The deal also calls for Israel to pull back its troops from populated areas of Gaza and for Israel to allow 600 aid trucks into Gaza a day.
This comes as authorities in Gaza say Israel's killed at least 81 Palestinians over the last 24 hours. The official death toll in Gaza is nearing 47,000. But just last week, the Lancet Medical Journal said the actual toll may be 40% higher. We're joined now by Shrouq Aila, an independent journalist and producer in Gaza. Her husband, the journalist Roshdi Siraj, was killed in an Israeli airstrike in October of 2023. He ran Ain Media, which Aila now heads. In 2024, Aila received the International Press Freedom Award from the Committee to Protect Journalists. Welcome back to Democracy Now!, Shrouq. If you can start off by talking about the response on the ground to the announced ceasefire, even though the Israeli government has now put off a cabinet vote on it.
Hey, Amy. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me today. I'm happy to share this with you today over the news of yesterday, of the announcement of the ceasefire. You know, it's just an announcement. It's not officially happening on the ground. The effect of this is gonna take place on Sunday. But even though the people here are celebrating, they are happy that there is, you know, a baby step for their healing process, for going forward, like in the future, which is, you know, it's just all about the uncertainty. So I can tell the feelings here is such a mix of feelings. You can see people smiling and crying at the same time.
We can hear you fine, Shrouq. We can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Sorry, the power went off. So what I was talking that all of the people were celebrating and crying at the same time. This is a moment that all of us, like plus 2 million people, have been waiting for this moment, for this announcement, and yet we believe it's still, we have like 2-3 days left to be killed, and the bloodshed is not stopping since the announcement until this moment. Plus 70 people got killed. Massacres are everywhere, especially in the northern part of the Gaza Strip. We were able to hear the bombardment that happened in the north, even in the south and the central part of the Gaza Strip. Some people in the West Bank, they also hear those high explosion, those high explosions in the north. But I can tell you that people are happy, and also they are, that mix between heartbreak and relief. So this is exactly what we are living, because there's that sense of uncertainty of the future. Nobody knows what the future holds for him or her, especially those who are displaced now and waiting for the implementation of this ceasefire, so they can return to their homes, or what left of their homes in the north. So there is that kind of uncertainty. You cannot guarantee, or you cannot decide what do you want, and it is I can give it from a personal perspective as well. I'm part of this society. I'm a story as the stories of this society as well. So but at least we are so grateful that we reached this moment, and there is the step forward, and there is a ceasefire, and hopefully it will last more, and it will be really implemented on the ground.
Shrouq, could you respond, though, to the fact that the Netanyahu government has now delayed a cabinet vote on the ceasefire? Are you confident that it will still go ahead?
Despite the delays that happens by the Netanyahu's government, I still believe it will happen. And we are on the track, and we have seen this before. It happened. That is because of the pressure of the President Trump, and it's been almost over 1 year under the presidency of Biden, and not happened on the ground to stop this madness. But by expecting the presidency of Trump, this is a real step here that all of us are seeing, and the President Trump, he already brought pressure on both sides, the Israelis and the Palestinians as well. So I believe those delays that Netanyahu is trying as much as he can to get advantage of whatever moment or minute left for him in the government. But yeah, I think we are on the track, and we are going for the implementation of the ceasefire.